variety of brakes from pick your teams and pick your players to random teams and drafted teams, mixers, and more. We built this app with the collector in mind, with features like scheduled drop times, custom notification settings, and earn rewards on purchases, among other things. And we want to be a one-stop shop for collectors, which is why we've added services like PSA grading and eBay consignment straight from brakes. We are a PSA authorized dealer and offer grading services from value to walkthrough. All you need to do is fill out the form on our website within 24 hours of a break completing, and we will take care of the rest. All submissions for breaks come with a review and wipe down of your card, and you won't be charged anything until we get your card back from PSA. eBay consignment is a similar process where you will need to fill out a form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing for any cards you'd like to submit. All cards will be listed next business day for a 5-day auction starting at 99 cents. And after the sale, you'll have the option to be paid out via check, PayPal goods, or break credit. The links for these services will be in the description of every break. If you have any questions about how the app or how our breaks work, feel free to message us on your preferred social platform. Or jump in the chat of one of our breaks and the break host can help walk you through it.
What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? Happy Friday.
Good morning.
What'd you get up to this morning? Did you go wake up and come right here? You did the gym today.
I didn't do the gym today because I didn't have enough time after dropping off Amberly. So I drop off Amberly at school at 7:45. By the time I get over here, it's like 5 after, 10 after 8. So really not enough time to get a workout in and
shower up and
you know, I don't want to sit here all stinking up the break studio.
No, with the way you sweat, I don't think that's a good idea.
It's a little close quarters in here for Q&A time.
Yeah, I'd say so. Are you and Laura are you guys one of the parents that are super happy that school's back? Or is it kind of a bummer? Is it a mix?
No, it's good. Amberly likes school. She's excited to go every morning.
Right.
So she's not fighting in the morning, fighting
to wake up and to go.
Any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
She's excited to go to school, so that makes it easy.
Got it. She's still young though. She got time to grow out of that.
Yeah. Right. So, Laura, we still have a 5-month-old, so having Amberly at school makes the day a little bit
more manageable
for Laura.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right on. Let us know who's here. Be sure to drop a hello in the comments if you guys are with us this sunny summer morning. It's still summer, right? Or is it technically fall? I think it's technically still summer, even though everyone says Labor Day is the last weekend of summer.
It's a little chilly today, though.
The mornings have been a little crisp.
Not gonna be many more 90s days.
Football started. There's a breeze in the air.
Right.
Fall's coming up. Did you watch the game last night?
I did not watch the game last night. I went out, had a couple of beers with Mike, who ruined the hobby.
Good old Mike, who ruined the hobby.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
No, it was good. I didn't watch the game though, but I was super, super disappointed when you pointed out that we could have gone.
Yeah, I'm a bit bummed out at that too. I was watching it and I was like, oh my goodness, that could have been, because we had, Ryan and I were planning probably one of the most epic sports trips for the Midwest.
Yeah, I mean, epic is maybe a little grandiose way to describe it, but it would have been it would have been fun.
Yeah, it would have been cool.
We were planning a little road trip down from Minneapolis to Kansas City.
Yep.
To watch the Royals play on Wednesday.
Yep.
And then we were going to bounce over to St. Louis to see the Cardinals play on tomorrow or today. Friday.
Yep.
And we were just struggling with justifying this trip because we've been super busy. There's plenty of things that we have.
We have a big event on Sunday.
Yeah, big event on Sunday with the St. Paul Saints, and it just felt like a lot.
Yep.
And then Emil pointed out that we could have, on the Thursday in between the two baseball games, gone to the Chiefs home opener, and I was like, oh man, what did we miss?
Yeah, and the fact that you would have missed it anyways, but I would have gone to Iowa State on Saturday.
Iowa State on Saturday.
So that trip could have been for me Wednesday Royals game, Thursday Chiefs game, Friday Cardinals game, Saturday Iowa State. I feel like I missed a big opportunity there.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to look at the schedule extra close next year to see if there's any sort of like similar thing like that because I didn't even think about mixing like NFL football.
Sports, right? Because when we planned this, when we were like looking at doing this trip, we used a baseball trip planner website.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't done this, I don't remember exactly what it is, but if you search, if you Google baseball trip planner, you can actually go in. Tell this thing like what cities you want to go to a game in,
what rough dates,
and then
what dates.
No, you don't even do that. You just literally put in. Remember, because you put in the cities you want to go to, and then it analyzes the entire season schedule and shows you all of the points in the season where you could catch all of those teams home in like sequential days.
Right, and like how long you have to drive to get to each field.
Yes.
And
it's fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, Google baseball trip planner. If you're ever curious about doing a trip like that, because it makes it so easy.
Yeah.
So.
We'll take a look for next year, I guess. At this point.
Yeah. What's up, Ray? Ray's in the house. Jake's in the house. Mike's in the house. What's going up, guys? If you are dropping in, say hello. Let us know that you are here. Drop a chat on the app or on YouTube, wherever you're hanging out with us this morning.
Jake, it's funny. I was just about to ask you for help to come over and price all of our cards for next week.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of work to do before the
We have a lot of work to do before the MN card show. So
it's going to be fun this year because it's in coordination with Topps Rip Night.
Correct. We just announced yesterday that we are doing a break battle or a pack war battle between Real Sports Cards and Triple Diamond. So our booths are set up across the aisle from each other at MN Card Show, and we are going to be doing some pack wars across the aisle. We got to have Real Sports Cards throwing down, showing who's the dominant Minnesota shop.
We're going to crush.
Yep. It's going to be some good times.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. MN Card Show in the spring was a blast, and I think this one's going to be proven to be.
And we rented a skee ball machine.
We did. I'm pumped. That's where you're going to find me. I'm not selling any cards. I'm just going to play skee ball the whole time.
We have a skee ball machine at the MN Card Show, and you can skee ball for break credit.
There's going to be a lot of people skee ball.
We'll see what kind of skills some people have.
Oh, I'm still locked in at skee ball.
Yes.
I'm still pretty good.
We'll see. I mean, you hit that little corner 100 pointer, just that little tube.
Yep.
If you hit that thing 3 times in 3 balls,
that's
you
$300.
win $300 break credit.
There's going to be a lot of people going home with some break credit, I think.
Yeah,
that'd be fun. That's that's next Thursday, isn't it? Wednesday?
That
Thursday?
is Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
The Thursday after Bowman Chrome.
Yeah, exactly.
We got Bowman Chrome on Wednesday. So it's gonna be a little crazy.
I haven't seen the list of auto guests. I know they had a few last year, but I think some of the guys didn't really get too much of a response.
Yeah.
Like Blake Cashman, who is a Vikings former Gopher and a Vikings linebacker now. Like, I don't think he had too much of a line.
Well, the other challenge you have right now is you are
in the
middle of football and baseball, right? Yep. So, maybe you get some basketball guys or some retired guys, but that's about it.
Right.
So.
Yep, John. It's Thursday to Sunday next week down in Minneapolis. It's a perfect venue. It was a great show in the spring, like I said. And yeah, we'll have some fun. We'll be breaking live from the show.
Yeah, we will. This is the first time ever we will be breaking live from the MN Card Show on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're gonna have some promo breaks.
Yep.
Some fun extra breaks, kind of like we do at the National. And then Saturday afternoon at 4:00 is the Topps Hobby Rip Night Pack Wars against Triple Diamond.
Yep.
So we'll have a lot of. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. We'll look for those breaks to get teased up and uncommon at some point this weekend. We'll give you guys an idea of what's coming up. We've got
just like the Real Sports
on the Real Sports Cards app. That's my bad. That's of course I have it right there. Early in the morning. I still have to catch my time every time I do the like the just dropped on the Real Sports Cards app post. I always every time I go just dropped on the backspace.
Right.
Every time.
Gotta love the rebrandings.
So we got that going on, and then Saints game on Sunday.
Saints game Sunday. This is fun, guys. If you are local, come hang out with us, please. This Sunday at the Saints game, it's a 2:00 game, 1:00 trade day. So we arranged to have some space in the Cubba Cabana in left field to do a trade day at the Saints game. And we are going to have the world's largest pack war. The world's largest pack war at the St. Paul Saints game on Sunday. And basically, we're giving every single person who attends a free pack of cards. It's got a sticker on it that says, wait for the announcement after the third inning. At the end of the third inning, we're going to do an announcement. Okay, everybody can now open your packs. And the first 1,000 people to bring a Twins card, so you got to pull a Twins card in your pack. First 1,000 people to bring the Twins card to our tent in the Saints Stadium is going to get a free Louis Varland autographed card. Which, local guy... Lots of fandom, for Louis Varland.
Yep.
He got called up this week. Had a little bit of a rough outing.
Nah, it happens.
But yeah, it happens. Everybody still loves Louis.
Exactly.
So, we're gonna have a lot of fun with the world's largest pack war. The Saints Stadium is like 8,000.
Yeah,
8,000 capacity.
Yep.
So we could have a world's largest pack war with 8,000 participants at the end of the third inning.
Yep. It's going to be awesome.
Kind of awesome.
Yep.
If you are local and you are willing to commit to bringing some cards for the trade day, stop by the shop and pick up free tickets. So we've got some tickets to give out, and we're giving those tickets to people who are going to help us by helping bring some cards in for the trade day. So if you want to do that, just swing by the shop. We can take care of that for you.
Yeah, 100%. Jake, we were going to do Dynasty, but then we looked at the checklist. I don't think the Twins have any cards in Dynasty, so we couldn't do that one. Didn't make sense.
I mean, 8,000 times 1,500 a box.
Minimum 1,500 a box, yeah.
Yeah. What's that, like $12 million?
8,000 times 1,500. Yep.
$12 million. Look at that. That's some quality, carrying the ones.
I definitely had to do the calculator. I wasn't even going to try for that
$12 million pack giveaway.
I don't think the ROI on that one would have been there.
Yeah, I mean...
We would have gotten some cool press.
Maybe we get like 2 visits to the shop.
Yeah, maybe like 200, 300 likes on Instagram or something.
Yeah. I like it. $60,000 a like.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't think that's a going rate for him right now, but...
Right. But we do have flagship bulk packs, which actually have been good in the past.
Yeah,
you can pull autographs or relics in them, but we saw like limited lumber getting pulled out of some of these bulk packs.
The last time we did a big bulk pack giveaway at one of our events, we had multiple limited lumbers pulled, and a gunner, which is like $150 card at the time.
Right.
So that's kind of awesome out of a free pack.
Yeah. I mean, even that math adds up. The reality is these packs cost like $2.
Right, exactly.
$2 pack times 8,000, 16 grand.
Right.
Plus our autograph deal with Louis Varland. So we got about 20 grand into this promo.
Yeah.
But it'll be fun.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited.
Yeah,
it's our first ever. I mean, did you ever think about having a legit sponsored game at? Obviously, we did the sponsorship, but this is the Real Sports Cards Day.
Yeah, I mean we've
at a AAA stadium.
We've been partnering with the Saints for a few years now.
Yeah.
But this is fun.
Yeah, this is a cool one. Yeah. Outside of that, we just got a bunch of new releases.
A bunch. Actually, one that's a lot of fun.
Talking previous new release or coming out today?
No, today.
Yeah.
Today. Pro Debut is a fantastic product to
Yep.
rip.
I'd say this is one of our bread and butter type products.
Like,
that is
just sitting down and ripping a box with multiple autos that costs less than $100 is just fun.
It is.
So, and then you can have big names.
Honestly, this checklist I feel like is better than it has been in years past in terms of top quality talent. Like having Paul Skeens autos.
And guys that are already up.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You got Paul Skeens, you got Holiday, you got Langford in there, you got Churio in there.
Right.
You know, some other guys that aren't up like Max Clark and even guys like Roman Anthony and Spencer Jones. Like the checklist is really, really strong.
Yep. No, I agree. I think in past years of pro debut, it's been mostly just prospects that aren't up yet, and we have so many guys that came up so quickly through the ranks that they're still in pro debut, which makes the product fun. Yeah,
it's gonna be sweet. It looks really good. I love that flagship design. I think that looks good. The chrome is gonna be a blast. I already saw a Superfractor auto get posted on eBay today.
Really?
Yeah, it's like, well, that's kind of awesome. Like the fact that they do have pro debut Superfractor autos, which they've done for the past couple of years. Yeah, this is value wise and just fun wise and quality wise. I don't know if it gets better than this product.
No, I mean, and you know, look at things like the pick your player break, and when you have that many cases, you're gonna get
that many autos.
And that many autos, you're gonna get there are so many cards for relatively inexpensive.
Yeah, I mean, we have a ton of $15 and $19 spots sitting right there, like
that are gonna have 5 cases worth of cards.
Exactly.
Right.
Yep. Exactly. And how many autos is that? That's what 12 times 4 autos a box for hobby. Or actually, let me do that. It's gonna be 36 times 4. It's 144, and then I think it's 3 times 8 in jumbo, which would be 3 times 16.
Yeah.
So 48 plus 144.
Yeah, almost 200. Almost 200 autos.
Kind of crazy.
In 5 cases.
And there's only 149 people on the that are on the checklist. Like usually it's the opposite way around.
Yeah,
right?
I mean you could get multiples. Like
for sure.
You could get 3 Skeens autos.
Yep.
You know, 3 Jackson Holiday autos, not to mention all the unnumbered or the non-auto numbered stuff as well.
Yep.
Short prints, all that kind of stuff.
Short prints and the dual and triple auto checklists are sick this year.
Awesome.
Like, I'm excited to see. We're gonna pop a couple of those for sure.
Yeah, you just have to buy all 3 of those players.
That's exactly.
Well, actually, you only have to buy 2 of them.
Yeah, that's true.
If you buy 2 of the 3 players on the triple autos,
then it's automatically yours.
Then you got 50. Then you got 51%. So you're good.
Exactly.
So you don't have to buy all 3.
Yep.
That might be the strategy.
It's a good strategy to have.
So
pro debut today, and then Bowman Chrome on Wednesday.
Bowman Chrome's. I'm ready. I'm ready for Bowman Chrome, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped. We've got our write-ups done. If you guys haven't followed us on Instagram or Twitter yet, be sure to do so. I think even on Facebook on the public page, because we have been posting our initial videos of all of the top prospects that you need to know in the product. I'll have to get the full article out there. Maybe tonight. We'll drop that tonight.
Yep.
Sometime. So keep an eye on that if you're in the private group on Facebook, and we'll get that out on Twitter and Instagram as well. So wrote up some of the top 20 guys, and it's young, international, hitter heavy, which is exactly what you need out of Bowman Chrome.
Yeah, I mean, when you're talking about 17, 18-year-olds that are 6'4",
exactly,
like position players.
Yep.
I mean, that's kind of all you can ask for.
Yep. From
Bowman Chrome, where they just hammer these international guys.
Exactly.
And like this product is absolutely loaded with 6'4", 17-year-old position players.
Yep. That's all you need. And the cool thing about the product, you got 2 Guerreros.
2 Guerreros?
Yeah. They're both half brothers.
Really?
Of Vladdy, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep, Vladdy Miguel and they're both. I think I forget both of their names. One is Vladdy Miguel and the other one's like Vladimir. It's the same name.
Yeah.
But they're 2 different dudes.
But I think it's also important to point out that like the second biggest prospect in the whole product,
not just because of his name, but because he's actually good. But
really, really terrible name.
His name definitely helps his. You know, when I was going through doing my prospect rankings, you know, I was like, this guy's good, but his name really set him apart from the rest of the crowd. To me, I'm not buying into the Leo DeVry hype. I'm not chasing him. I think he's fine, whatever. I'm chasing after Emil Morales. That's my guy.
I'm sure he says it properly, like Emil.
Yeah, I don't know. It's because he's Dominican, so I'm actually curious.
Every single person I've ever met with that name calls it Emil, except for you.
Yeah, because it's spelled with an E, so it makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah, like it's not Amil.
Yeah.
So, you're just wrong.
I'm gonna call him what I want to call him. That's my brother right there.
This is like Nags saying that every player named Andrew is amazing.
Yeah, but that's too common of a name. You can't do that with, because obviously every player named Andrew is not going to be amazing. It's just law of numbers right there. There's too many dudes named Andrew.
No, this doesn't work that
There's
way.
too many dudes with the first name Ryan. And the last name Holland. We've seen a couple of those guys. Those guys are all out of baseball now.
But in all seriousness, I'm not chasing any prospects in Bowman Chrome. I'm only chasing garbage pail kids.
True. Sure, some of those superfractors look so sick.
Forget it. Way better than manga.
Yep.
Way better than manga cards.
I don't know about
way
that.
better. Well, come on. Way better than manga.
The manga's
Garbage pail kids. Jason Dominguez. Paul Skeens.
Yeah, they were sick. Some of the designs were awesome. Like Paul Skeens with the pirate on them.
And red refractors, the superfractors of these cards.
The Dylan Cruz was probably one of my favorite. If you guys haven't seen, Topps released a bunch of pictures of these different GPK. So it's a SSP, isn't it? Or how? I'm not sure how rare they are.
I think it's only in hobby.
Okay.
And I think it's 1 in 2 cases.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna be tough.
Right. I think that's similar to what the mangas were, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Right about, or maybe those were even 1 per case. So that'd be even tougher.
Yep.
And then we have red and supers.
Yeah.
There's some they did crush that design.
I think it's gonna be a blast.
Yeah.
There are some haters out there, but I'm convinced that haters on social media are just miserable people in general.
I'd agree.
Like,
for the most part.
Like, the amount of complaining that happens about our hobby, like, this is just fun. Like, it's okay. It's okay to just have fun in this hobby.
You guys don't have to like GPK to just be okay.
Like, oh, Bowman Chrome is ruined. It's ruined. And it's the worst thing ever. I can't believe they've ruined my Bowman Chrome so much by putting this trash in the product.
It's the same thing.
It's okay to have a little bit of fun with baseball.
It's the same thing as 23-24 Donruss basketball when they did the Wemby first day no autograph.
Right.
Like how people were. It's like, why are we mad at these companies for adding value and creating more chase cards in products that are going to sell well? Like, no, let's just
Fanatics is ruining the hobby that I love. Like, give me a break.
Stop putting wrappers in products.
Seriously. Oh, Travis Scott. Oh, this is garbage. Nobody's going to like this. Meanwhile, cards sell for thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I think my rule of thumb is the more hobby hate I see on social media about a certain product or insert or something like that, the heavier you should go chasing those.
Seriously.
Because it's probably going to be really good.
Same thing about composite football.
Yeah, 100% on
composite football. Everybody came out of the woodworks.
Yep.
Oh, non-licensed. This is going to be terrible. Fanatics is ruining football forever. The NFL's going to go out of business because composite is going to be so bad. And it's like, this product is possibly one of the best football products I've ever opened.
It's amazing.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
The product is fantastic.
Yep.
Like, I loved it.
And single sales are backing it up.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
forget
non-licensed. The reality is a CD Stroud is going to have zero other autos, rookie autos.
Yep.
Zero licensed NFL rookie autos.
Correct.
This is it.
Yeah.
And they're going to sell amazingly. And the print runs on this stuff, guys. If I could tip you off to anything about Topps, non-licensed football, and non-licensed basketball in the next year and a half, while they're releasing these products, these are going to be the lowest print run products of any products released to the market, period. Yeah. Like, here's why. I'll tell you why. Like, composite football. Because they don't have a players association license, they can only put 4 players on active players on the checklist. The bottleneck here for them, the limiting factor for them, is autograph acquisition, right? They've got to go out and source enough autographs to put 3 autographs in a box or 2 autographs in a box. That limits how many boxes they can make, right? When they don't have an active player pool to go deep on, the active players are the ones that can sign thousands and thousands and thousands of cards, right? That's why Topps Chrome Baseball, that's why in Topps Chrome Baseball now, you've seen them go to a 150 card checklist, and they go deep, deep, deep into all these rookies, because those are the guys that they can get to sign for $2, and they can get them to sign thousands of cards. And that's the only way they can make enough cases, is if they have lesser players signing thousands of cards. You get into Topps Composite Football, and you got 4 rookies, key quarterback rookies. They're not cheap. And then you've got all of these Hall of Famers and fan favorite retired players. They're not cheap. And they're not having them sign thousands and thousands and thousands of cards.
And there's way less guys you can pull from.
And so they literally are limited by how many autographs they can procure on how many cases they can make. And so this, like, composite football and these C.J. Stroud rookie autos are scarce.
We talk about Wemby and Topps Chrome too.
It's really deceiving, right? It's really deceiving because we see... Wemby coming out of Topps Chrome Basketball is the same exact thing. It's deceiving because we see them coming regularly out of these cases. Like, 2 C.J. Stroud autos in a single case of composite. Or
they're watering the market down.
That's everybody's screaming.
Everyone's getting a Stroud auto. They're worthless.
Wemby signed 100,000 cards. Like, no, he didn't. Wemby signed 3,000 cards, but they only made 5,000 cases. So that's why there's a Wemby auto in 60% of Topps Chrome cases, because they made so little of it, right? So when you're seeing these autos pop regularly, don't misinterpret that as overproduced. These things are scarce. And to me, scarcity is what determines long-term value.
I mean, we even talked about with Wemby specifically, and for sure with Stroud, we could see it happening too. Right now, you could see, everyone's talking, these are going to crash, sell now because they're going to crash. They're certainly going to hit a point, but these cases are going to dry up, and these autos are going to get pulled less and less, and everyone that bought them is either going to be holding them on long-term, or, there's going to be way less in the market in terms of Wemby and Stroud autos. Like, there's a very real chance that we see this thing skyrocket back up.
Well, honestly, think about how big of a demand there is for rookie QB autos that Panini, for the past however many years, can sell so many products with such high print run. The amount of autographs that guys like Justin Herbert and Trevor Lawrence and Joe Burrow and all of these guys have signed, the number of rookie autos they've signed,
every single product,
every Panini product, all year long, compared to how many rookie autos CJ Stroud is going to sign in 7 football products that only are like 5,000 case production levels. Like, it is going to be an epic difference of how many CJ Stroud rookie autos exist versus these other guys. Same thing with Wembanyama. Like, it is going to be an epic difference of how many rookie autos Wembanyama signs versus how much these rookies have been signing for the past few years in Panini.
It's the epic number is correct. I don't think you can really calculate how much that is.
Right. So, guys, don't listen to all of the social media crazy crybaby whiners. They are wrong. They're applying. Our answering machine just went off.
It works.
Hey.
No one's answering the phone.
No one answered the phone because we're closed. Just hit, I don't know, hit end or something.
Oh.
Shit. Everybody
there we go. Oh, now he's on speaker. I don't think there's a mute button on this.
Did you just hang up on him? You just answered it and hung up.
Oh, yeah, I did. Oops. That's fair. We'll call him back after this.
Emil just hit speaker, puts him on speaker while he's leaving a voicemail, and then is like, "Oop, hang up."
Hey, we're in the middle of Q&A. Stop calling.
We're live. We're live. Sorry, Kyle. We'll call you back. Oh, man. But, yeah, so guys, as collectors, take a serious look at these football and basketball releases coming out because of all of the products out there. I think that there are some serious opportunities for some holds. And I don't hold anything.
Right.
I hold nothing. But most products are not this scarce.
Yeah. Yep. 100%.
So.
Yep. I thought I do have to take my words back a little bit. I made the announcement around July that Topps Chrome Olympics was going to be the product of the year. I think it's still up there, but I think Composite and Topps Chrome Basketball have definitely pushed forward a little bit for me. I think Composite's the best for sure.
Here's this tells you how often do you and I buy into breaks?
Zero. Not zero. Very, very minimally.
Very, very rarely
Yep.
do we buy into breaks.
Yep, correct.
How much money have we spent in breaks in the last week?
We have bought into multiple full cases of Topps Chrome Basketball Spurs. But everywhere we can, basically.
5 figures.
For sure, yeah.
Five figures easy of breaks in the past week.
Because the ROI is just so good.
The ROI is fantastic.
It's just we're looking at these numbers. It's like, this doesn't make sense for what.
No, these products and these teams are too cheap for what the ROI and for the frequency that you hit.
That's exactly it. Yep.
Because they made so little, for the frequency that you actually hit, these products are like the best ROI of anything we've seen in a long time.
Yep.
So, money where our mouth is. We've been buying it.
100%.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Right on. Milton brought up any tennis Sapphire coming in. We do have tennis Sapphire coming in. I'm not sure when it's going to be here, but we were able to get some. From our friends at Topps and Fanatics. So we will. That stuff looks sick. There's going to be some big sales on some of that stuff, and another low print run product that's going to see a lot of big cards coming out. I've already seen some of it ripped, and it looks really good.
Yeah. This is the time, guys. We always during this show welcome questions, anything about our business, about the industry, the hobby that you love. Feel free to hit us with questions in the comments. Appreciate you guys always. John Hayes asked a question on YouTube and said, I know group breaks are your bread and butter, but any chances of doing live personal boxes a couple days a week? I think there's absolutely an opportunity for us to do personals. The app isn't designed and set up exactly to do personals, but we do have ways to do them. I think if there's a product that you guys are interested in doing personal boxes of, I think the best short-term thing is just reach out to Titus or Emil or Andrew and say, hey, I'm interested in opening some Topps Chrome Basketball, but I don't want to do breaks. I'd rather do some personal boxes. Is that something that you guys can help me out with? And we will absolutely find time in the schedule to post some up for sale so that you can jump in on some personal boxes.
Yep.
So yeah, if there are products you want to rip, if you want a personal case of something, or 3 boxes of something, hit us up. We'll quote you a price. We'll drop it on the app for you, and
Simple.
And knock that out. Absolutely.
Yep.
So we probably won't do any dedicated 8-hour streams where it's all personals or anything like that, just because we got to keep the group breaks popping. But we definitely have like hours and half hours and time in between scheduled breaks and while things are filling where we can absolutely go live and rip personals for you guys.
100%.
So.
Yep. Melton says, can we do a live IQ test on Jay? He might be the smartest person in the hobby.
Jay is an encyclopedia of sports knowledge.
I tell you guys what, if you want to learn about Pro Debut and minor league baseball, hop into a Pro Debut break with Jay because he will give you levels of knowledge that I don't think any of us combined can match.
Correct. Correct. Yeah. And this is the beauty about having a bunch of different guys on the team, right?
For sure.
It's like everybody has different personalities, and Jay is Mr. Encyclopedia, you're Mr. Obnoxious.
Yep.
Titus is Mr. Even Keel, right? You know. Tom is Mr. Dad Jokes.
Yep. Bone is Mr. Beard.
But Mr. Beard. That's not really personality characteristic, is it?
I would think if you have a beard like that, it's got to become a personality trait.
Maybe.
I think it kind of morphs into it's just bone.
It's just bone. It's just bone.
Titus is the tech support's a good name for Titus too.
Yeah, Titus just has like the little giggle when he hits a big card.
Yeah.
I have some breakers that I enjoy, outside of our business too, like Jags.
Yeah.
Jags from Blaze is the most monotone.
Been there before.
Been there, done that. Pulls a $10,000 card. He's like, eh.
That's what people are roasting him for hitting that Wemby.
Oh, he hit the Wemby Helix super.
Yeah.
And he's just like, Wemby, Superfractor Helix. He is the antithesis, the opposite of backyard breaks.
Correct. Yep.
Polar opposites. It's great.
Yeah. There's always a lot of fun personalities.
Yeah. So, what else do you guys have for questions? We've got about 15 minutes left on our time for this morning, or things that you're hearing about. Anything out there? No, we do not own a CT scanner, so we'll check that one off the list. We do not own a CT scanner. All of our boxes are clean of scanning technologies. That's been another hot topic in the market.
Craziness,
wild. But you know what? People have been trying to cheat in this business.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily come as a surprise.
Since the beginning of time.
It's just like it's an in-depth weight, scale.
I mean, yeah, how many times, and we haven't done it since I haven't been really breaking as much, but I used to regularly, guys, if you haven't been around that long enough to see me break, I used to literally throw a scale on the table and take a product like Inception, crack the case that we were going to be breaking and teach people, look, this is what people can do. These boxes all weigh different amounts. You have to be careful when you buy this stuff, especially the big one is loose boxes on eBay. Disaster. You are just asking for it if you buy loose boxes on eBay.
Yep.
People can weigh this stuff, and they do weigh it.
Yep.
They open a case. Triple Threads has the Deca booklets.
Mm-hmm.
They open a case, they weigh all the boxes, they take the box that weighs the most, which has the Deca booklet in it, and they sell the other boxes on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
This is what they do. We know they do this. So,
Good morning, my name is Jerry Anderson.
Don't put them on speakerphone.
I can just turn the volume off.
Oh, perfect.
I should have just done that earlier.
We got phone calls coming in. People are excited about this hobby this morning.
Pro debut.
Yeah. So John says, how many LeBron, Curry, Durant cards did you buy for the shot at the auto?
0. Yep.
We bought 0. We actually buy a lot of Topps Now cards.
Yep.
We have millions of Topps points.
Yeah.
Like, it's
It is a gross amount of
bonkers.
points. It is a lot of points.
It is more Topps points than you could ever spend ever.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, all right, I'm going to say this publicly. Might get me in trouble with Topps. I don't dig the $11.99 Topps Now card.
Yeah.
It's too much.
It hurt value-wise from even using the $40 off 10, like, you're still up at $5 a card or something. Right?
They're using the autograph. It's their business, but they're using a 1-of-1 autograph chase to justify charging too much for the Topps Now cards.
Yeah,
Which
I do think
we know long-term value on a base Topps Now card, 0.
Yes, for certain guys. For 95% of them.
99%.
Yeah.
99% of Topps Now cards are like short-term fun, not long-term value.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with short-term fun and not long-term value.
Yep.
They don't have to be investor cards.
Yeah, they don't have to be $50 cards.
They don't have to be.
Yep.
And we don't have to always buy cards expecting them to be worth more later. That's not a necessity in the hobby.
Yep.
But I don't like that, like, they take these cards that, and they double the price.
Yeah.
Because they put a chase element in there that one person out of 500,000 is going to get.
I like what they've been doing, like, in all fairness. I think they've been doing a lot more, which has added more value of not just the 1-of-1 chase, but
the
like
parallels.
The parallels
and
the short prints.
The photo
and
variation.
exactly. Like, those have added a lot of value, which have been cool chases. But
yeah.
Yep. No, I'm with you, Jake. I think my favorite PC Topps Now buy, and I'm so glad that they offered this, was me and my girlfriend last winter, spring, whenever it was, went to the NCAA Women's Basketball Championship because it was here in Minneapolis. So Caitlin Clark's last, regular season or playoff game before the tournament, before March Madness, and they won the championship. So I was able to get a 10-pack of, Caitlin Clark wins second title, whatever it was, and, pictures of the game. And so then I was able to give Jenna a couple of them. Like, I kept a few. We didn't get any parallels. It's a cool added chase. But, like, having those is, like, actually something I value in my PC. It's like, I can go back and look at it. It's like, oh, I was at that game. Like, that's kind of a sweet moment.
I think that's the sweet spot, right? It's
exactly.
Like, oh, I experienced this. I want to buy a card that commemorates this experience.
Exactly.
That's how I see it. Obviously, I mean, it makes complete sense that Topps is trying to sell as many cards as they can,
right,
and figure out a formula to sell as many as they can. I guess, like, to me, because I look at Topps Now as like a commemorative card, it's disappointing to me that now these commemorative cards cost twice as much.
Right.
But Topps trying to do something different with it. It's their business.
Yeah, 100%.
So.
Right on. What else do we got? Teresa says, "Give me all the Huggy Bears." So they'll probably do some Huggy Bear stickers with the NHL Topps Now. I think they've been doing stickers all year long. I'll probably do that again. That'll probably be the same this year.
Yep.
So.
We've got 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes for any other conversational topics, questions, anything cooking.
I'm trying to think of what's coming up here. We got the big releases out of the way.
Ice hockey came out.
Is really good.
Is it good?
A lot better than it's been in past years.
Yeah,
a lot better. I mean, when you have, but this is the other thing with ice hockey. Similar in price to the past releases, the contents inside and the upside, when you talk about Bedard on-card exquisite autos, is different than any other product this year. I mean, the exquisite chases just make ice, I think, one of the most underrated products of the year.
Interesting.
Because you think of it like it's not necessarily a high-end set, but it does have that high-end chase, but doesn't sell for any other comparable, not high-end products.
Yeah. Interesting.
So, yeah, the Bedard stuff is going to be going crazy out of, on-card rookie exquisite autos are going to be awesome.
Speaking of exquisite autos, let's look a little bit further ahead in the release calendar.
Yeah.
To the first week of October.
Okay.
And Portfolio Golf.
We're excited about that.
Portfolio Golf is coming. I think it's the first week of October.
Yep.
Which actually is the same week as another product that we just took a big position in. which is Kakawao Warner Brothers.
Yep.
Right? So we've got Portfolio Golf coming. I'm super excited about it. Portfolio Golf is, I mean, as we know, they only make like 2 or 3 golf products a year, but Upper Deck clearly has, you know, many brands. And so this is their composite football, right?
Or Chronicles
basketball, right? This is Portfolio Golf has 10 different brands. It has Trilogy, it has Allure,
Black Diamond.
It has Black Diamond, and it has Exquisite.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we're talking about seeing like exquisite Tiger Woods autos, exquisite Victor Hovland autos.
Yeah, Morikawa RPAs.
Morikawa, you know, SP Authentic RPAs or Future Watches. Like, I mean, this product is going to be an absolute blast, right?
Yeah.
So, super pumped about that. And also that week is the Kakawao Warner Brothers.
Let's preface this. Let's preface this by saying I don't think I've seen Ryan get more excited about a product in the last 2 years. Like, I don't think I've seen this much hype out of Ryan for a product pre-release.
It's awesome.
Like, as someone that is generally skeptical from okay, we've got to make the right decision to do well business-wise.
Yeah, you know, we got to be smart about what we buy because we don't want to tie our dollars up in things that don't sell.
I'm getting calls like, do we need 200 cases of this stuff?
Dude, honestly, this checklist, go look it up. Kakawao Warner Brothers 100.
Yeah.
It has DC, first of all. DC
Which is
Comics,
massive changes.
Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash, all that kind of Joker, all that kind of stuff, right? But then it also has Warner Brothers, like Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny. Like, let's come on now.
Yep.
Like, Bugs Bunny is only second in legendary cartoon mythology to Mickey Mouse. Bugs Bunny's
for sure.
Too, right? All the Looney Tunes, but then also other Warner Brothers properties like Gremlins, Back to the Future.
That's sweet. Actually, I didn't see that.
Like, epic.
Yeah.
Epic checklist.
Yep.
So check that one out. Yes, I
excited about that one.
I just, you know, went against my norm and was like, I am buying a lot of this product.
Yep. And I'm more conservative because I don't know half the people on it.
Because he doesn't watch any movies. This guy doesn't watch any movies.
I have no idea what Pinky in the Brain is.
You don't know what Pinky in the Brain is?
I've never heard of that before. My whole life. Never once. I'll look it up.
It's time to take over the world, Pinky.
Pinky and... Is that the name of the movie?
Oh, yes. There's a Matrix. There's Matrix on the checklist.
Yeah,
so there's a Neo card. Animaniacs.
A lot. It's a deep checklist. It's a really deep
Let's
checklist.
go. Kakawao, baby.
So that's October?
Yeah. For those of you guys who missed Kakawao Disney.
Yep.
Kakawao Disney did really well.
Crushed.
You know, there's parallels, numbers, you know, numbered parallels, all this kind of stuff. The cards look really great also. So.
Yep. Let's see. Final episode of Pinky in the Brain was 1998, November 14th, 1998. So I was 1 year and 2 months old.
Reruns, dude.
Nah, I was watching SpongeBob.
Was Bluey around when you were a kid? Did
No,
you watch Bluey? Because
no.
that's what Amberly watched.
Yeah.
Amberly, like all Amberly watches is Bluey, and there's one reason why I don't like Bluey.
Why is that?
Because the dad in Bluey is like the greatest dad in the history of all dads.
Cat.
And so you as a dad, you cannot watch Bluey and not feel inadequate. I do not play with my kids enough. I seriously, honestly, the dad from Bluey just makes me feel bad about myself every time I watch this show.
Maybe that's why the part of the
I have to aspire to be a better dad every time I watch that show. So I'm gonna get a Bluey tattoo just to remind myself of how good of a dad I need to be.
You just look down at your arm and you
Just be like, have I been a good enough dad today? Seriously.
Oh, that's funny.
Seriously. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean that's one Kakawau and Portfolio Golf. This is a little bit further down the
yep.
A little bit further down the schedule,
For
but
sure.
I'm pumped. I'm ready.
Those are gonna be sweet products. Got a lot of fun stuff coming up.
Bowman Jackpot is going to be back in full force with Bowman Chrome coming.
I think I just hit. Oh, I did just start it over just last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Typical of me to do that.
Please. Please. We'll see how long it takes you to hit a super in 2024.
I think Tom and I are gonna have to do our bet again.
Oh, you're gonna a jersey?
I think
jersey
we're gonna have
bet?
to do the jersey bet again. Yep.
All right, you might see that.
I can't. The problem is, I need to pick if I win again, I need to pick a jersey that does not blend in with the green screen and make me look like the headless horse.
Yeah.
I grabbed that Griffey jersey from him, and it's too green. So I'll have to talk to Tom here. I'll have to talk to Tom here, and we'll do that jersey bet for the first super in Bowman Chrome again on Wednesday.
Now you've got me all super excited about this Kakawau.
Are you looking up the checklist
I'm looking
again?
up the checklist again.
The problem, Chris, is when I did that, when I won that bet, I started looking at a whole bunch of jerseys. I was like, okay, I'll get this. I'll have Tom give me this Griffey one. Like, it's not a jersey I'd really buy for myself, but it's a sweet one. At the same time, then I found like 3 other jerseys that I really wanted, so I just bought them all. So I think that bet actually ended up costing me money somehow. I lost on that bet. All right, what do you got? What are you finding?
Space Jam, Lord of the Rings, and The Hobbit.
That's pretty awesome.
I forgot about that one.
I have seen.
There literally is going to be a Sauron card, a Gandalf card.
That's really cool.
Like Frodo card.
Believe it or not, I have seen Lord of the Rings. I have watched all those.
Gollum card. Like legit. Like there's a really good Lord of the Rings and Hobbit checklist. The Matrix checklist, Tom and Jerry, Scooby-Doo,
That's
the
cool.
Jetsons, the Flintstones, Animaniacs. There's a Pinky card and the Brain card. There's Pinky and the Brain. There is Gremlins, Willy Wonka. There's
That's
a
cool.
Willy Wonka card. Original Willy Wonka, 1971. Wizard of Oz, original 1939 Wizard of Oz. Did you read this book when you were a kid, Where the Wild Things Are?
I think I saw the movie.
Newbery Award winner.
That's one where it's like the big
monsters.
Yeah, I think I've
Where
seen
the
that.
Wild Things Are cards on the checklist. Ready Player One is on the
I haven't seen
the
that.
checklist. Ben 10. Thundercats. Oh my God. Thundercats. Chitara. Chitara has a card.
I don't know what that is.
Now, Thundercats is from like 1985. Kakawau.
Oh, jeez, that's-
Kakawou. Kakawau, Warner Brothers 100. Yogi Bear.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm telling you,
So-
it's gonna be fire.
And we will have a solid amount of this.
We are gonna do some breaks. We're gonna do some player breaks, character breaks
Yeah.
of this product.
And don't worry, I will not be pricing it out. That'll be.
You can legit buy the Superman spot or the Pinky spot or the Bilbo Baggins spot.
That's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be awesome. I'm pumped.
And the cards look really
The
good.
cards look fantastic.
Yep. 100%. Zulu, I think it's early October. So we'll keep you posted. Just stay, as we always do the week before. We'll throw the new releases up on the Real Sports Cards app so you can keep track of what's coming up.
Yep.
So
That's awesome.
sweet.
Well, now that
All excited.
we're out of time. We're out of time because I fanboyed too much
Yeah.
over Warner Brothers.
It's all right. We've got some Pro Debut to drop here soon. I've got my 5-caser up. We'll be ripping Pro Debut all day.
Pro Debut. Go fill some Pro Debut. Cheap fun. Let's kill it. We're excited to get digging into those cases.
Yep.
So appreciate you guys. We've got one question. Let's answer one more question from Dallas. How do you guys decide to ship all cards from a product to hit to? I'm not sure what that word. I'm not sure what the last word is. on that.
I think he counted it again.
Was it?
I decided to ship all cards from a product to just hits.
Oh,
like
to just hits. Yeah. Yeah, so I believe that you should get what you pay for. At the end of the day, we charge appropriately for the case, and we just have decided that if you buy the Twins, you should get all the Twins cards. And so we have for a long time now shipped all cards, and it takes a lot of work, I'll be honest. Some products more than others. Pro Debut is a tough one. Pro Debut is particularly tough and challenging because it's minor league franchises that we have to sort by the minor league franchise and then assign them to their major league team. With so it's actually a lengthy sorting and shipping process.
And it's a ton of cards.
And it's a ton of cards. But you know what? Here's what I ultimately decided. If it takes 2 hours to sort, right? If it takes 2 hours to sort, we pay our guys, with benefits, probably costs $25 an hour, right? Mm-hmm. $25 an hour. So that's $50 for 2 hours worth of sorting, mm-hmm. right? That means that it's less than $2 a spot. If we have 30 spots, it's less than $2 a spot that it costs me to ship all cards. So at that point, it's like, you know what? Let's just sort it. Let's do it. Give everybody their cards. And that's why we ship all cards instead of just hits. So for the guys that don't ship all cards, I think they're just being lazy, to be honest. Costs $2. Just do it. That's it. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us on another Q&A, and we will see you next week. Well, next week we've got the MN Card Show.
We'll not be here next week.
We will not be here next week, but keep an eye out. We'll tease it. And you can always reach out to our breakers or pop into a live stream with questions that you have anytime. Love you guys.
Thanks,
See you
guys.
soon.